Why am I this way? What is wrong with me? Oh my God. Guys, great news, by the way. There he is. What up, Angelo? It's great to see you, brother. StreamYard has finally made it so you can see comments on the screen. How exciting is that? You guys see it? There it is. It's small as shit. I wonder if I can make that bigger. Yeah, that's so exciting. I love that. Make sure you drop a hello, a howdy down there, or is it over there? I don't know. Well, anyway, I am Jason. Welcome to our, what did I name this thing? It's a stream. It's great to be back. Welcome back. Let's go. I'm finally back. Went on a wonderful little vacation. Fran, great to see you, buddy. Um, Francesco, did you notice that I have comments over here in the chat? That's cool. Or on the screen. Finally, it's great to see Francesco in his actual profile. He got that back. Pretty annoying what happened to you, but I'm glad you're back. And I get the honor of hanging out with Francesco not once, but twice this year now, because he announced that he will be coming to Commit Your Code in Dallas in September. Yeah, StreamYard. Yeah, they're beta testing comments on stage, which is huge. This is literally one of the only issues I had with this as a streaming platform, was that my comments weren't there. It's, wow, that's hurtful. That's actually a little hurtful. Well, it's great to see you digitally. It'll be great to see you and go for a run in Atlanta and in Dallas. Hopefully the weather is good. What are we talking about today? Amelia, pleasure to see you. Oh, there's a box coming towards my house. We have so many packages coming today. Hopefully they don't all arrive at the same time. We're going to be cutting off right around 2. I had a meeting run over, so I apologize for starting a little late, but I want to talk about remote collaboration tools. Kind of interesting timing, considering most companies now are starting to reduce their remote work labor. Jason, how are you attending in it and streaming at the same time? We doing a multitasking? No, I am actually not in the YouTube stream anymore. Are they still going? I feel like it's been over an hour, and now I feel kind of bad. I totally understand if you're not here, by the way, because they're having a really great conversation over there. Dennis Ivey over at ever.We'll is hosting a panel talk with Quincy Larson, the great Quincy Larson of Free Code Camp, Leon Noel, the founder of 100 Devs and one of the managing engineers of Resilient Coders, and then obviously everybody knows the Danny Thompson. Really cool talk about the industry, jobs in 2025. But we're here. We're hanging out because I had a scheduled stream and I missed you guys. It hasn't been a week. It's been almost a week since I streamed. So we're back and it's great to see you. Drop socials. If you want anybody to connect with you over in the chat, we'll get into this though. I'm curious as to what everybody thinks when I say collaboration tool. What does that look like to you? What's the first product that you use when you think collab tools? Guns at the ready, Angelo. Angelo's here. I actually was just chatting with him too, so it's good to see you, Jeff. Always a pleasure. I wonder if I'm able to move the chat. Doesn't look like I can yet. It looks like it's just going to be in the corner there. That's fine. I'll see afterwards. I want to look here. Here's some specific discussion. Remote teamwork. Essential remote collaboration tools. Yeah, here's one for me. and a lot of people hate it. And I hope Kurt's not watching. It's Slack. What a Thursday. Our boy Jason is also live. Hey, hey. There he is. What's going on? Sheriff Jason is back. Pew, pew. Holstered. What? What? Slack. Slack is cool. Slack is not cool. Unfollow. That's fair. That's fair, Oscar. I can appreciate that. Okay, well, tell me why you prefer that over Teams. Let's talk about that. Here we go. Little spicy, little hot takes coming right up here. I don't like Slack. Prove me wrong. AMA. I understand, like, from the company side, like an internal communication tool is very essential. Do you keep it different topics separated? Do you keep Slack on your phone, or do you just keep it on like your work station? That's another thing too. I think one of the caveats to all of these tools is stream just ended. Nice, Nishant. Great to see you, buddy. Hopefully it went really well. Looks like you guys had a good turnout. You do have Slack on phone. So do I. Slack and Discord, that's it. Use Teams and Slack. So head to head, you prefer Slack. Okay, that's fair. We don't use Teams, thankfully. I don't think that being a hater on Microsoft is a hot take, though. I don't like any of those. We just found this super buggy, like kind of glitch in Outlook the other day that when you have dark mode support set up, it breaks the dark or light mode on an email. Somebody had sent me a picture of an email they got from Guild, and all the colors were all messed up because of their settings in Outlook. Every job I've had that uses Teams sucked. Only the most evil companies use it. I use Teams for Discord for trolls. Okay, fair. That's fair. So we've got Slack, Zoom, Teams, Asana. I don't really consider those hidden gems. Like, what's one thing about Slack specifically that you really, really love? Like, how does that improve your remote workflow? Do you guys have meetings in Slack, or are you still using like GChat and Google conferencing? That's fair. Shashi never comes, so it's fine. He's not here. Don't worry about it. Huddles. Yes, I was just in a huddle. That's what your company uses, though, for any sort of team meetings. You do like stand-ups that way? Any all hands? Meetings. Okay, so you do your meetings on Teams. See, that feels, it's like if Slack can do everything that you need two other tools for, or vice versa, why are you using multiple tools? Interesting. How do you choose the right set of tools for your team's specific needs? Right, async versus sync communications, project tracking, creative brainstorming. And this kind of goes to that point, like, how do you do that without falling into that like tool overload? That's where I feel like, again, when you have multiple tools that are doing one thing, and I don't love it. Roxy, it's great to see you. What about Notion? Even Figma for Fig Jams. Yeah. See, and Figma does other things. That's a more robust tool on like the design and project management side, I would say. Hey, but when I do collaboration impacts. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll wait for Roxy to continue on here. I think that the kind of paralysis from analysis, especially when it comes to tools for teams or even just yourself, is huge, because I think you can get inundated with so many things that are limited in their features that then you have to find something else. It's like, sure, Slack. Sorry you wrote that wrong. It's the chipmunk voice. Oh boy. It, the one tool does one thing. This and I'm gonna throw Taylor under the bus here. He will pay for a tool or an app that does 3 things, but he needs something that does 7. I couldn't think of 7 for a second there. It does 7 things. So he'll then go get 2 or 3 other apps that do 1 or 2 of those things, pay for all of them, when all of it could be done with the Notes app that's baked into the phone. Not all of us can be heroes, Angelos. Teams is the villain. Yes, that is true. Do consultancy. I appreciate a company that does Slack. Yeah. I honestly, I do really enjoy Slack. I don't like threads for it. Like, I want to be able to just reply specifically to a thing. I don't know. The thread thing feels clunky. I want to just be able to like long press and reply, or swipe and reply. That's what I like in Discord. Minor detail though. Use Spotify. Yeah. What's everybody's favorite music productivity tool? You either die using Slack or live long enough to transition to Teams. Nice. I think this is where WhatsApp popularity came across, but WhatsApp is almost required to do. But I have heard that. I have heard that a lot of people use it. Taylor was looking into starting a WhatsApp community, but I was against it. It will eventually happen, I'm sure, but I will not be a part of that. Yep, YouTube Music. I pay for the premium. And if you do get YouTube Music Premium, you get YouTube Red, which is the no ads. So for $20, that's huge. What's Brave? I don't know what Brave is. I joined the cool kids. What up? Why not? Are you asking about WhatsApp? I feel like it's too many touch points. Like, we have communities and we use apps. And again, it goes back to that whole like tool overload. I thought it was the only one that used YouTube Music Grandfather. Yep, me too. That's when Google Music shit the bed. I don't know who James Pumphrey is, but I like it. What is this stream about? We're talking about productivity tools, remote collaboration tools. We're talking about what you guys use at your org and what the pain points are with them. Good to see you, Matt. It's been a minute. What world do you live? Oh, my bad. Well, we were talking about music. So I was like, is that a streaming service? That's my bad. Yes, I know Brave. Yeah, Google Music was pretty dope. Google Play Music lets you upload your whole library of like MP3s and stuff and save it in the cloud. I remember that. That was a sad day when they left. Pain point, yeah. Other people, that's great. Is X Donut Media talks about cars? Just Google him. He's amazing on hosting. I will have to check that out. Maybe he is the me of Donut Media. And I look like him? Oh, handsome fella. Yep. Gone. I know. So a lot of people will be able to relate to this. Back when you would like burn CDs and you created this collection of your MP3 files and you would curate the folders and get the artwork. And I had all of that all set up and I uploaded it all to Google Play and it was in this beautiful interface. And then they said, hey, so we're getting rid of this. You can download your stuff. We don't have any place for you to put it, but you can download it or it's gone forever. So that was a sad day. RIP Google Play. Oh, yeah. Don't tell me my business, devil woman. He called the shit poo. It's the greatest night of my life. We aren't going that hard yet. So as far as communication tools, I think we've talked about Slack specifically. I think Slack is the best. Um, of those, I still like have issues with it. One thing that I really don't like about Slack is that it's super buggy for like login and authorization. It took me multiple attempts. I had to re-download the app a few times too. There you go. See, Slack sucks. Okay, I'm kind of changing my tune a little bit because I initially came in that way as well, only based on the few critical issues that I've had with it. Overall, though, once it's up and running, I think it is a very useful tool. What else do we have? Let's see. Deep dive. Okay, here's one. And I feel like a lot of people are going to have multiple different opinions about this one. Virtual whiteboards and ideation. I'm talking like your Miro, Mural, FigJam. How do you work with those with other people, other developers? What's etiquette? What's etiquette for something like that? I think you sound like a fire starter, like Prodigy. Miro sucks also. What are some of your best practices for running, engaging, brainstorming, planning sessions? Like, I want to know what are some specific tips that you guys have with working in a team with these types of tools. Like, what is an absolute no-no? What is an absolute must-have? FigJam's good, is good. Hey, Matt, what is a tool that you don't think sucks? FigJam is better than Miro, easy to navigate. Does FigJam have a mobile version? Handwritten letters, VS Code. You like VS Code. All right. We found one, guys. We found one that Matt likes. How does that work with your team? Do you guys do any sort of like shared like pair coding through that? I think you can connect with other people, correct? I have never tried that specific feature. No. What are some I don't like that one. I don't like that question. Hey, CLJ, my code's your code. Okay, let's talk about that since we are kind of talking about working as a remote team. I'm very curious how that works. Yeah, you made it. Prefer Morse code, love it. Smoke signals. Don't look at it and push it to prod. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do that. I prefer to communicate by texting, but on a flip phone only. T9. T9 for the win. I'm looking at some other. So I have experience with Miro. I've never used FigJam. I don't. I think for like whiteboarding and stuff, I don't do. We don't do a lot of that personally on our team. Maybe we should. Maybe we should do more. Hey, Jordan's here. Live from the airport. Great to see you. Where are we going? T9 on a gray screen Nokia. Yes. Our mob used a lot of sharing tools. Miro is cool. I don't like Figma. Oh, she's waiting to board right now. Nice. Panama City Beach. So in Miro, what is the best feature for you? Like, what is your team using in there specifically? Like, how is it implemented on your team? And again, being that you guys are a remote team, but you still have office days, correct? Like, how often do you have to go into the office? Yeah, you'll have a blast. Me no learn good. Too hard for caveman brain. Chocolate wasted. Yeah, absolutely. I want to bullet point some specific tools to discuss and why they are good or bad. I want to see, I'm having Gemini do all my thinking today because I'm easing into this stream again. 2-3 remote, but soon you'll be 3-2. Nice. So you're actually transitioning more remote where a lot of people are now returning to office. You're leaving the office. More on site. 2, 3. Oh, I gotcha. I thought the first number was the remote. I gotcha. I did read it backwards. Okay. So I know Noah brought up Notion earlier. So let's maybe talk about that after we talk about Miro, because this is the only tool that I personally had experience with, but we don't use it on this team currently. You just asked to Gemini. Why do I? Sorry, someone's calling me right now. Why am I having Google translate everything? Just have Mickey D's. Let's talk about that. I have to go 3 days a week for the summer because you have an intern. Congrats. Cool. That's cool. Uh-oh. All right. Good to know. I can't read good. Sorry. The font's small too. It's tiny. Let's skip remote. Let's just convince them to pay us 6 figures as a retainer while we drink margaritas in Cabo. Notion is such a pain for most people. I stopped trying with Notion, just use it as a note dump. Why do you even use it as a note dump? Like, what's the benefit of that as a tool when you have other resources? Hit me. I want to know. I would go to that. All right. So Miro, this is what it says is good. Confirm or deny. Excellent for real-time visual collab, brainstorming, mind mapping, and workshop facilitation. Offers an extensive template library and integrates with many popular tools. It's great for remote teams needing to share a visual space. I agree with those. The bad, the interface can be complex for beginners, and boards with a lot of content can experience performance or lag issues. The free version has limitations, but typically if you're in an org, you're paying for it. I could see those. I think overall, if you don't necessarily need whiteboarding, that is not a useful tool at all. I do see Notion as potentially at KP. What's going on? An all-in-one workspace and a really great resource to build out like functional doc pages, frequently asked questions and stuff like that. It's highly flexible. It allows teams to create like tailored databases, project trackers, documentation. There's templates, tons of templates available as well. Excellent for knowledge management and asynchronous collab. Can be affordable for small teams. That's also true. But that would also be my one caveat to Notion is that the free tier is very limited. I have definitely got away from using Notion for any of that stuff. Notepad and pen and paper. Always a good tool. Check out what I actually picked up today when I went to Staples. Hold on, I'm going to take the plastic off. Speaking of pen and paper, and it's the cutest stationery company. I can't stop. You can't stop what? Telling people about the company, or do you buy it? What's the Kukiku method? Tell us a little bit about that, Michael. I'm curious. You piqued my interest. You can't even read your own handwriting. That's my problem. But I'm still... oh, spam. I was like, cheap viewers. What's Streamboo? It's spam. Hang on. I'm working on getting this open here. Okay. I picked up this daily goal tracker. You can see everything that's there. Write down goals. What's that say? Morning to-dos and afternoon to-dos. And then a look ahead. And look, it's even got a hydrate reminder, which I am terrible at. No, I'm actually going to use it. Thank you. I bought 2 of them so that I have enough. But I like the idea of doing it manually. I want to get back to that more because I think this goes back to that whole like tools overload is there's too many things available. I don't want to do that. I mean, if you're building a hit list with a pen, you have issues. Okay, I'm obsessed with stationaries. My desk is full of cute pens and notebooks. You have to show them to chat. Okay, I will. I will. I like that. I like hold me accountable. I am not drunk. I wish I was. Who in their mind goes to Staples to get over it? Okay, so I actually went so I could sign, do my application for TSA pre-check, and I was waiting for my appointment, and I did a lap, and I picked up just a couple small things while I was there. So, using it, that's just like virtual stationery. Nice. What app is that? Yeah, it's something I should have got a while ago. Um, but I have been lazy. I've never really had any problems with security, so I have something like that for work helps me. Yeah. I also have multiple Post-its, and they usually are over here. You guys can't see; it's just off frame. I keep them over here, but I'm trying something new. Again, tool overload. As far as Notion, back to Notion and keeping yourself organized and on task. The flexibility of it, I think because it's too robust in what you can do with it, it might have a little bit of a learning curve as well. I don't think that I even scratched the surface of some of the features that Notion has. Obviously, there's no real-time chat, and that's a big one. I personally, I think. Jesus. Do you ever Notepad plus plus? I just like notes. I use the Notes app on my phone and it syncs to all my devices. I have thousands of notes. Like I could definitely be a little more organized with that. And I wish that you could have templates. Like if I was to add anything to Apple Notes, I would want templates. That's one thing. And I used to have one of those like Remarkables, but like a different version. And you could, you write in it and it can translate it to like text. But it had templates for pages, so you could write your notes in it. I unfortunately left it on a trip and I never got it back. Rocketbook. The Rocketbook's whiteboard things I scan on my hand. That's cool. I like that. It's a clever idea. I feel like you could also, and I sent this to Taylor as well. Let me see if I can track this link down. I sent him a YouTube video. For a tool or a way to hack your Apple Notes so that it will do like better voice to texting note creation. Where is it? Jesus, I send this idiot a lot of messages. There it is. Hang on. I'm going to drop a link for y'all. For boosting productivity. You can't use a Mac at work? Oh, yeah, you got that everywhere. Look at that. That's a bummer. But you use Google, right? Do you have Google Workspace? You use any of the Google Suite stuff? We have that. We don't. I don't use Google Notes, but nice. That is pretty cool. All right. So, how does everybody feel as far as video conferencing? I personally hate Zoom. But then again, you can do the same things in Slack as you can do in like Google Meet. So do you need Google Meet as well? Maybe there's some like limitations as to how many people you can have in a huddle. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can confirm that. Yeah, Discord is definitely more chill. Luke, what's up? Good to see you. Get the multi-subject. The paper's newer and better in that one. Google and Zoom feel so formal and intimidating. Google Meets over Zoom. Yes, totally agree. We use Google Meet for our all hands. We do not use Zoom at all. I get very frustrated when I get a Zoom link from someone. I'm like, fuck, gotta install it again. The browser one like never opens up. Teams call the other day for the first time for a while, and the video performance was terrible. Luke, that's why people hate it. Yeah, Google Meet for sure. Zoom. Yeah, that checks out. Fucking Zoom. Yeah, I personally do not like Zoom. I feel like, again, if anybody can confirm Slack's limitations for huddles, but I feel like as far as like a remote collaboration tool, Slack is kind of right up at the top there. And here's an interesting one that Gemini brought up. It's called Twist. Does anybody use that? It's designed to promote a calmer, more organized, asynchronous communication through clear topic-based threads, like email threads, but for teams. Helps reduce the urge. Wow, Jesus. Helps reduce the noise and urgency of real-time chat apps, protecting focus, clean, minimalist interface. Work is Teams, and I despise it. I'm going to look at this Twist thread application. Okay, let's check this out. We're going to screen share. Okay, work communication that won't distract you all day. Features. Never bury important information. Break through team silos with structured channels. Yep. All day. Google Workspace. I honestly, if I could have an iPhone and just have all of that on it, I removed from my phone Apple Calendar and email because I was having so many issues with it syncing to my work calendar and stuff and like going back and forth. I only use Google Calendar now. Yeah, FaceTime's dope. Why is it about to be even better? What am I missing? So Twist seems kind of interesting because it looks like it's trying to remove some of the congestion of real time where like that sense of urgency, maybe that causes some people stress is taken out of it. Talk one-on-one with messages privately, but that's not like a real-time chat application. It's got a lot of integrations. What is this one? Is that Zoom? Fucking Zoom. I don't know my icons, so I'm not sure what that one was. And it doesn't even show it there, so what was it? Bindle? What the hell's Bindle? Twist, you fucking with me. All right, let's check pricing on this. I'm curious. Oh, per user per month. Oh, that doesn't seem like a good. Who is he? What do we? Hold on. Good Lord. We will take. Oh, okay. Google is putting AI into everything, so I guess so because, well, I mean, Gemini is already everywhere. It's baked into like everything to some capacity. Jordan doesn't have beef with anybody except Preeti, apparently, who's not very kind to her. But that's a topic for another day. I think the most important, I think the most important tools when it comes to like remote collaboration are the ones that help you articulate the points the best. Yeah, series crap. I got you. When you're working with other people, if you're not able to articulate your points and communicate clearly, there's that break in communication. So any tools that are able to help you deliver information well is super helpful. So Alexa is my kid's BFF. Yeah, Jack likes the Google Home. We have Google's. We're a Nest in Google House here. I've heard of Obsidian, which is like a Notion alternative. I've never tried it. I've had a few people that are really, really into it, though, trying to convince me to give it a test run. But not happening. I didn't like Notion. I'm not going to like Obsidian. I'm going to stick to what works for me. Oh, see, yeah, and you've got to pay. Well, there's always something, right? There's always some sort of a paywall for some feature. Sorry, Rizal messaged me. I was responding. I'm getting totally distracted here. Okay. Anyone else pay premium chat? I do not. So as far as for like AI productivity tools, I use Gemini all the time. I pay for OpenAI credits because I use the API for some stuff, but I don't use ChatGPT like that. Not me. But use Chat, correct. Honestly, though, I would still have used it. I use it more now because obviously I can use all of the versions, but I was always using Gemini. I use them all like a broke boy. Yeah, you like go back and forth when you run out of like credits. I did that. I used to do that, but I do not anymore. I use the company's dime and prompt the hell out of it. That's pretty great. As far as like collaboration tools with Gemini is awesome. You are able to use that for certain team applications as well. One thing that I really need to figure out, though, is how I can use Gemini for note taking in calls, because I was told that it can do that. I should probably ask Gemini how it does that, because right now I'm using one called Otter and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And again, that's that whole I don't need more tool burnout. Fairy smut? Oh, right. Your book. Lady porn. The books. Kotar. I don't even know what's happening right now. But I think, again, to summarize, like remote productivity tools or collaboration tools are best used when they communicate what your objective is. It doesn't work if the people with you or are working with you aren't effectively getting your message or your work. You saw the GitHub Copilot coding agent. It was on MS Keynote. I did not. I saw some posts about it, but I haven't like read about it yet. Shadow Daddies. Oh boy. Okay, bye. Safe travels. Good stuff. Love that. Okay. Yep. I did not check that out. I did see that somebody else has like a coding Copilot type thing coming out. Not sure if GPT leaking data or not. I searched some cure for my hydrangea on ChatGPT. Now I'm getting rid of this instead of this topic. That's just your phone in general or your computer just listening. I'm sure they all are in cahoots. This happens, like you'll be literally just talking to someone about something, and then like a day later, I'll scroll through my TikTok and get some sort of a video that's related to it. It's scary. Yeah, exactly. And you just did it again, so now it's going to get even worse. We are only as good as the tools that we implement are only as good as the people using them. So I think the point of all of these is you're going to have multiple tools, and if people aren't using them the right way and effectively together, of course they're going to be bad. I think the best tools are the simplest ones. If there was one that could take all of the pieces, basically like Google Workspace, yeah, use your tools the right way, people, and just baked it into one thing, be a game changer. Does speaking of Google Workspace, do they have a whiteboarding app? Not a waterboarding app, to be clear. That's not what I said. Something like I guess, would that be like, I'm gonna look. I mean, there's a bunch of different like partner integrations. I've never looked specifically. Yeah. Nixon loves this. I don't know, just in case someone's not paying attention. Oh boy. All right, let's wrap up. We'll be back tomorrow in the Discord, everybody. You know where to find it. Head over to the Torc community page right at the top in the header. Got a link if you're not in the Discord. Clicking away. That's right. You know what else? I'm going to do you guys all a solid here, because we do also talk about this pretty frequently. Okay, cool. So now people have seen the stream. Please create a few social media posts reflecting on this and the Torc community for them to use. Boom. I give you guys all a solid here, because we've talked about talking about it. We talked about, are you, because doing a solid is usually us doing you a solid. Yeah, but I'm doing the work for you. All you got to do is post. Oh, yeah, these are good. Here you go. This will be in the Discord. I'm going to post this whole thing. There's a bunch of different options, and I want everybody, because remember, if you're an ambassador, this is great content for you to stay active. I'm going to put it in, what do we do? Water cooler. Here you go. Hey, everyone who was watching the stream. Okay, here we go. Boom. You're welcome. I do like using them. And also, Roxy, you like to ignore key points of things I say because I've never said to copy and paste it. Always take it and zhuzh it up a little bit. But yes, formatting wise, maybe some of the specific details, they're all there. But make it yours. And nobody wants to hear the robots. Yeah, well, Roxy thinks her unique, ooh, look at me using LinkedIn like social media, day 11, put cross legs, phone. Yeah. Do I get money? If not, I don't. No, there's no money, unfortunately. Handstands. Yep. AI can do handstands. How about that? All right. Let's go extend this conversation. He has me muted? No, I don't. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. You have a job. Stop buying ducks. Talk about that. Talk about what? Let's talk about everything. What are the perks of being in Torc Ambassador? As of right now, you get to hang out. We're working on getting swag out to people. We're working on aligning some specific meetups for ambassadors. And I'm hoping that next Thursday, we will do a virtual meetup for the ambassadors. So I will try to put some. Is Maddie in any track events at the meet today? Sorry, my mom just texted me. Get one personalized kiss on the forehead. Yeah, anybody that's coming to Render, guys, if you didn't know, Angelos is going to be at Render this year. I am very excited to meet him in person as well. Oh, a new Money was filmed in my neighborhood. You can watch on Prime. Okay, nice. That's actually what our Torc booth is going to be at Render. Bring all the chapstick, Roxy. There is. And then you got to like post a lot. Personal? I don't know. It's not weird at all. All right, guys. Go head over to the Torc community. Head to our Discord. Come and say hi. Let's talk about whatever. Just come and give me a shout out if you were in the chat for the stream. It was great seeing everybody. We'll be back tomorrow in the Discord. Yes, we have XXL. We have up to 3X. So we will see you guys soon. I hope everyone's there tomorrow, 1:00-ish. We'll do our Friday Wins and Struggle Bus. Come and hang out networking event per usual. I will see you all over there. I hope you have a good rest of your Thursday. And it was great seeing you guys.